the godfather of this trap shit.
Nah, for sure.
And let's hope that in the next 5-10 years, artists, we gotta impress my man, get him back.
For sure.
Artists, y'all are the reason. I'll take blame too. We are the reason.
I ain't gonna lie though, I got some. It's like, you know, it was like a year ago I said that there's some new kids now, like my little.
All right, everybody, this is Maiwan here at Dash Radio on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Speaking of Walk of Fame, speaking of fame, man, I'm so honored to be here with motherfucking
Me too, bro. I appreciate
Southside 808 Mafia. How are you doing, bro?
What's up, bro? You all right?
I'm doing good, man, because I get to talk to a lot of artists every week, but it's rare I get to talk to an architect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you really, I mean, you already know this, dog. We'll make this short. You've architected a motherfucking sound.
No, for sure.
From Waka, Gucci, to everything, almost 80% of what I hear now.
Yeah.
You were like the godfather of that shit.
No, for sure, bro.
They should be giving you royalties, dog.
I do. I get a lot of royalties.
No, I know you do, but every artist.
As they say, my flowers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, nah, I get a lot of respect. I get, you know, way more respect than you know, I went out the other night with, like, I went to a Will.i.am event. And, like, Swiss Beats was there, Timbaland was there, like, DJ Khaled was there, Ludacris was there, like, all the OGs. And they just, like, they welcomed me like I'm one of them.
Wow.
I called my mom and just was like, man, this shit just, I grew up like, you know.
Made you want to cry, right? That's some like.
I really cry, but I just grew up really looking like, you know, looking up to all of them, like, especially Ludacris, like, you know.
Absolutely.
So for Ludacris to tell me he proud of me, it's just like, that shit had me cheesing from ear to ear, like, you know. Even Timbaland, like.
And like Timbaland and Swiss, you look at Timbaland, Swiss, Pharrell, they're those like producers that.
Pharrell's my idol. I only met Pharrell one time.
I think he's and don't take disrespect to this, I think Pharrell's the greatest producer ever.
I do too.
Because you know what the craziest thing? He's never sampled. And he's gone 30-some years of #1 hits in all genres.
Nah, he's like really one of my idols. Like all of them are though. Like even Swiss. Like I respect Swiss a lot. I respect Timber a whole lot. Like I respect Shawty Red. Like, you know, Drummer Boy, all them. Zaytoven, I put him on a pedestal. Zay is like, to me, like far as like, you know, Zay from the Bay too. But Zay came to Atlanta and you know, and cooked that whole sound up. But Zay never treated none of us funny. Like, you know.
Nah, and Zay still to this day just puts people on.
You feel me?
He's
like,
done such a good job of that.
I really got a lot of respect for Zay. And even Mike Will. Mike Will's like a year or two older than me. Mike Will always, you know, looked out for me. He never ever never did not tell me nothing, never did not teach me nothing. Like I respect like all of them, you know?
Yeah. Well, man, I'm honored just to sit with one of them. Because to me,
sure.
you are in that
for sure.
conversation.
For sure. Like this definitely the same circle.
But I got to give you a gift. So I do this thing Southside. I give every artist an album from my CD collection.
Okay.
I wish I would have just brought you Neptune's Presents the Clones, but I want something a little closer to home.
Okay.
But I also got a movie, and I'm going to let you pick between the movie and the album.
Okay,
you can
cool.
take one of them home.
All right, I got you.
So the movie I know you fuck with, so let's start with that. This is a movie that in 2015 you said inspired you to make $100 million.
What movie?
The movie
Dope Fire.
That movie Dope.
Yeah,
so
Dope
you said
Fire.
in 2015 this inspired you to make $100 million.
Nah, Dope's fire. I like Dope.
7 years later, dog, I'm sure you're close. Like you in that 7 years.
Yeah,
you
we
know
almost
what I mean?
there.
You know?
Yeah, we close.
Now let's go with the album. This is an album that I thought when I just listen to your music, this is what I think of. That Lil Jon, Crunk Juice.
Yo, I want this. I ain't gonna lie.
That's the deluxe joint too, with the DVD
Yo, I'm
and
gonna
shit.
keep it real. I'm sorry, OG. Lil Jon, I love Lil Jon beats, like idol. Like, you know, I used to hear Lil Jon beats when I was like in middle school and high school and shit, and just be like, man, this shit is so hard.
Something like I never heard before.
Yeah, like this shit is classic,
bro. And that's that to me is the best.
And the Eastside Boys, shout out to Lil Jon and the Eastside Boys.
Bo Hagen has the hardest verse to me from the South on this album.
Fire, bro. This shit is fire, bro.
I had a feeling you were gonna take that.
Only difference is I can't play it nowhere.
You hold it, man. It's like
I'm gonna keep it.
Like it's
this,
art.
This shit
is like the one with. This is the deluxe. It has 2 albums, a DVD. You got a poster in that bitch.
Next time I see OG, I'm gonna make him sign that shit for me, bro.
Yeah.
Shit
so let's
fire.
talk about some of your OGs, because you are an OG now to
for sure.
a whole generation of artists.
Not for sure.
But who is an OG to you?
I just named them, like, you know, as far as producers, I just named all of them, like.
But
you know?
who like helped you early on? Zay, I imagine, because you guys were around each other.
You know, like Waka, Woo the Kid, like, you know, the whole Miss Zay system, like. You know, I was like, you know, Gucci for sure. Like I was just Juice Man, all them. Like I just got to see all that shit. I was 17, 18, living in the house with Gucci Man every day.
You were there when all that popped.
I was living there. I was living there. Like,
so you were living with them.
Living with them.
Wow.
Every day, yeah.
Did those days help form your sound, like what we hear now from 808?
Of course.
Mafia? Yeah.
Of course. Taught me a lot of shit. Like I learned everything from that. Like, you know, it taught me a lot.
Yeah.
I'm very, very thankful that I was in that situation. I remember them times I used to sit and just be like, man, I can't wait till I get this, you know, as rich as Gucci or, you know, certain shit. Like, so it's just like, no, I'm very, very thankful for it.
I think it's so cool when it comes full circle in the sense of like back in, let's say, 2013, 14, you might be asking Gucci for favors. Now you can help him. Now he might hit you like, yo, Southside.
Like he did when he had first got out. He had called me and was like, "Lil bro, and do like an album, like 10 songs. We did this shit in like 3 days. You feel me? So like, and it was hard, like, you know.
You stay doing that. I loved your story with 56 Nights.
56 Nights, yeah.
You were making tracks for your homie.
He's out there right now, Slug. He's here.
Shout out to Slug.
Yeah, Slug.
Because with
Slug rap too. Slug Mania, he's fire.
What Slug did change the course of hip hop.
Change music.
Because he could have easily, and you're such a good guy, I can tell from your track record, he could have been like, bro, like, I need this.
Yeah.
These are mine, dog.
Nah, I did that. Like he called me and I looked at Slug. Slug was like, send that shit.
So everyone knows, he had produced records. You were working with Slug. Future called. Slug was like, hey, man, send those over.
Send them over.
And that became 56 Nights.
I sent all of them, yeah.
Wow, shout out to Slug. And I think, it goes to show just, like, what goes around comes around.
Nah,
like,
for sure.
You put on a lot of cats.
Nah, for sure.
And you've done a lot of good by people. I think, the face tats and the chains and everything, people might get the image that, like, yo, I don't want to be around Southside. But, like, when I did my research, I'm like, bro, this is a really good human being.
Yeah, I got 6 kids, man. I got 9 brothers and sisters. I'm the oldest. I take care of everybody.
That's amazing. And I know it's changed for you. So you used to be in the studio cooking up with probably 10, 20 homies, some girls in there.
40, 50 homies.
40, 50 homies,
yeah.
blunts going.
My homies love the studio. Like, they love, like, that's like they thing. Like, even my homies, like, where I'm from in Atlanta, in my hood, like, I be want to go to the hood, go gamble and shit. They be like, hell no, we finna come to the studio.
Hey.
So like.
But now it's changed because you got kids now.
Yeah.
I heard you say about a year or so ago that now you be producing with your kids almost and seeing if they bop.
My son Carmelo, he's like one of the biggest. He was raised in this shit. You know? And my son when I was 19, 20.
So he's like
13 right now.
13, damn.
Yeah, 13.
Are you like showing him the ropes on how to produce and stuff?
He on his own. He got his own laptop, he raps, he do all his own shit.
Wow.
And he got a song I'm putting on my album with him and Yachty. It's hard.
That's so fun. You about to put your son on the album?
Yeah, I didn't call Yachty for the feature. Yachty came to the studio with me one day and he seen my son, like, I rap too. He seen my son in there. Just rapping, moving the same way we move. He like, bro, he in there recording in the open and all that shit. I'm like, yeah. He went in there with him. They came back and played me the song. I'm like, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's so fucking awesome. That reminds me of when Beyonce put Blue Ivy on her album.
Yeah.
Beyonce won a Grammy. Fuck around 3, 4, 5-year-old Blue Ivy has a Grammy.
That's fire.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I think
fire.
that's super dope that you can do that same thing.
It's fire.
But have you noticed your sound change because of your change of environment? Because now you're with your family now and you're doing this.
No, I still got the same stuff around me, same environment, Of course, I'm richer and we live, a different life, but it's still the same people.
Okay.
It's the same stuff. Like, I still go hang in the hood all day. It's like, that's where I get everything from. That's the culture to me. It's not even about being in a hood or this is a bad place. It's just like the hood to me is a beautiful thing, like how Atlanta looks in the summertime or the 10 of Miami in the summertime, like how it looks in the hood, how the culture treats you.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
I love that. Like,
that's
what I'm saying?
Lil Baby was saying he can't leave Atlanta because he'll lose what made his music.
I got a lot of respect for Lil Baby.
Absolutely. I've heard that. Yeah, you've constantly said he's constantly been one of the younger artists that you've put on a pedestal and been
yeah. Like he we know each other, we cool, we ain't no super, you know what I'm saying? But I respect how I see him move, what I see, and what I hear people say, like some of my friends that fuck with him tough, like I respect that.
So who else though from this younger generation of artists do you really
for sure Thug.
respect?
Thug is like one of the most.
Man, free Thug, bro.
Free Thug. Free my brother. Gunna my boy.
Rest in peace, Lil Key too, man.
Yeah, Key's really my boy. Like,
I never got a chance to meet him, but I never heard anything bad.
Key, my friend that he had a first tape he put out was called the second one called Long Live Mexico.
Bro, I know.
Mexico was really my friend.
That was
the dude he's talking about, Mexico.
That
died.
was your homie.
It was really my homie. That's how I heard Key. That's my real homie. Like,
wow. And so Keed put his name on the album out of respect for your relationship with him, not his own.
Keed and him, they knew each other. He was the first person to ever tell me about Keed. They from the same place.
Okay.
You feel me? So he played me Keed shit for the first time, like ever, like,
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why he did that, because my friend died.
Oh, so he's the one who connected y'all. Yeah, you guys that was a classic. To this day, like people, even man, rest in peace. It's so sad that rest in peace to Keed. Shout out to Got It, the whole family.
Yeah, man. Shout out Got It. Got It, my boy too.
So back to the Southside. You said something recently that broke my heart. You said you're retiring. Please tell me you like Jay-Z and us. You know what I mean? Like, this is your kingdom come. I know you coming back.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm finna put out an album and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, after this album, it ain't even the retirement side. Just like retiring is just like I don't have like the same drive I have like to go sit down and make beats no more. Like, you know, I got over 30 or 40 something kids signed to me, as far as they make beats as producers. Yeah, you feel me? And they dope, like all of them. You know, so it's not that I'm just venturing into other things with business. Like, I never broke my own artist that signed to me. Like, I want to break my own artist. So it's not really retiring. It's like I'm just kind of falling back from the beats. I want to spend more time with my kids. Like, you know,
absolutely,
my family. Like, I've been away from my family. I do.
Yeah, bro.
13, 14 hours a day in the studio. Still to this day.
You deserve it. I'm going to tell you what, bro. You deserve it, and I like that you're doing it while you're young.
Yeah, like,
because a lot of cats.
I don't want to get old and be like, I'm retiring. Like, 50. Like, nah, I'm 33 right now. Like,
you can go.
I want to travel with my family, travel with my kids while I'm young, and I'm having fun. Like, you know.
I love that, man. I respect the decision. I'm gonna manifest what I think is gonna bring you back full time behind the boards, like you are now. Yeah, it's gonna be some artist. Well, and I see it happen with producers.
So let's be clear. Like we said earlier, it's 5 artists that I'm never retired from.
Yeah.
Future, okay, I'm never ever retired from Future. Thug, I'm never
Future
retired.
Calls.
Like,
what if you're on vacay with your family and he calls? What do you do?
Getting up and I'm leaving. If he calls me and say, bro, I need you really to go, my family understands that. Yeah. That's my breadwinner. That's how I make majority of my money, 80% of my money. So it's like, that's different. If he call, I know he really need me because, and he's so like, that's my real brother. Like, he's so generous and he real family orientated too. So he wouldn't even make me leave my family. He'd just be like, bro, send me something when you get back, pull up on me. So, but for him, I could never ever retire. For Dirk, I could never retire. For Herb, I could never retire. Like, that's it.
Absolutely.
Ever in life. Dirk wrote me when I wrote that. He wrote me, he wrote me at the time I was dating my baby mama. He wrote him, was like, man, take his phone, man. Like, what is he talking about? Like, So, like, it's cool, though.
No, but that's a beautiful thing that you're never going to fully. You're just saying, like, you're going to focus on your producers and other business.
Like, just other
It's time to take that next, to get into
I'm
that
just falling back from me sitting here making beats all day. Like, I want to learn other shit.
I compare it to, like, there's Michael Jackson, the artist. There's Quincy Jones, the genius producer, songwriter. And then there's Berry Gordy, the OG that sat behind the chairs. Exactly. And I think you've kind of transcended your Quincy Jones.
I'm being all 3 of them. Like, what I'm saying? Like,
now you're taking that side of it.
For sure.
So, man, Southside, we're like lucky to our generation to have a producer because back then we didn't have YouTube. We're the same age. Yeah. So when I was making beats in high school, I didn't have a way to watch Timberland make beats and have him show me how he did his drums. Yeah. I didn't have a way I could sit there and watch the Jay-Z Fade to Black and be like, he's using a Triton. I remember being like, Pharrell uses a Triton and then being like, I can't afford that shit. Yeah. But you, man, our generation, this current generation of hip hop is fortunate to have someone like you and the technology where you were putting shit out on YouTube.
Yeah, I used to always see like I see Drummer Boy pull up in his new Benz or something. I used to be like, damn, I don't got no car. Like, but I'm still going to this studio every day. I'm still making hard ass beats. So I was like, you know what? I'm finna film this shit. I'm gonna film this shit when I don't. Like, I didn't want to wait till like now. I got every car I want, everything I want, and start filming shit. Like, no, I wanted to film the struggle of it. To let every kid know, like, hey, just because you just starting don't mean in 10 years from now you won't be who I am.
Exactly. And they can go back and watch it.
And go watch it.
And document.
Watch the steps of this shit. Like, you feel me?
Southside, what makes you want to give back so much? Because you get a lot of shit. And we'll get into that next. All the people who have tried to take from you. What makes you still want to give back so much?
A lot of people don't try to take from me.
No, but I
don't go through things like that.
No, but I was so shocked when I saw, the little beat. It was so stupid. We didn't even got to jump into a lot, but your pops, like, coming at you.
Yeah, see, my pops is, let me tell you about my pops. My pops, I really didn't really, like, I met my pops when I was 4 years old, maybe.
Okay.
I did not see my pops again until I was 16.
Mm-hmm. And he thinks he made you a producer.
Literally, until I was 16.
Because he got to work with Dungeon Family and it didn't work out. That moment,
I'm going to tell you what he did. He took me to a studio when I was 16. I recorded a song. He helped me write the song. So of course, you know, he did music. I used to be in the studio around when I was young, 3-4 years old. But you know, you got to be a father figure before you say you taught me to be a producer. You've never been a father in my life. This is me being honest. I love my father. You know, no matter what you going in there to say, you can go say, oh yeah, he's not from here, but where I'm from, you won't go over there and say those things. You know, so it's just like I'm not gonna badmouth my father. My father's going through a hard time in life. He's broke. He lives with his mom. Like, you know. You know, so, and my grandmother called me crying tears because I never knew my father growing up. You know, my father always said I wasn't his child, like stuff like that. Yeah. So my grandmother called me crying and just was like, you know, I feel bad. Like, you know, she said your dad really jealous of you. Like your dad wants your life. Because my dad was a producer. He did. And that, you know, I used to be like, I'm gonna be a producer. Hopefully that'll make my dad love me and come around me, like, you know, so. And
it did kind of.
I just wash my hands with it, like it's cool.
I think soon, you know, time heals all.
I'm cool. I'm over it. Like,
absolutely.
You know?
Well, I respect you for your answer. You say you still love your pops. You feel
love
bad
him to
for
death.
him.
Feel me? Yeah.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
Were any of those like Dungeon Family sessions that you were in? Maybe with like.
Nah, I wasn't really. I didn't really meet a lot of them until like later on. Like, you know, like I was at a Gucci Man video shoot one day and Big Boy came, and Big Boy walked up on me. He's like, man, I know you Cap son. Like, you know. Like looked at me and I was like, yeah, it's my dad. He like, this shit crazy. Like a splitting image of him. And I seen Andre 3000 one day in Decatur in Atlanta. And he was like, man, you look like somebody I used to know, like a dude named Cap. I'm like, it's my dad. Wow. He's like, man, that's crazy. Like, you know? So like even when I had won a BMI award, like CeeLo and all of them was in there talking to me, talking to my mom and shit. Like they always showed me love, all of them.
That's
beautiful,
man.
Even Gip from Goody Mops, like my uncle.
Yeah, I love Gip. But
like, even when me and my dad going through what we going through, Gip would tell my dad, like, I ain't getting that shit. That's still my nephew. Like, you feel me? Like, so it's like, you know, my dad just a little.
Yeah.
He's just a little like, my dad's from California, from Pasadena.
Oh, that explains everything, bro.
Yeah,
you just would have said my pop from Pasadena. All this would have made sense.
He's just retarded, bro. You just gotta let him do him. He's cool.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I had a little brother that I hadn't seen in probably 15 years. My little brother died like 2 years ago. My dad hadn't been.
Sorry to hear that, G.
He hadn't been in none of our life though. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what's wrong with my dad.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I get it.
Well, we can move past your pops. I want to bring up something that's really cool though. You, Future, for the last, I want to say it's been 8 years or whatever. Y'all been just changing the landscape of music.
Yeah, and Metro.
And Metro, of
Can't leave Metro
course,
out,
of course.
for sure.
I bring up you and Future because what's so dope, Atlanta to me, the reason Atlanta's always thrived, especially in hip hop, y'all support each other, y'all work with each other. In the West Coast, what we see a lot of is like, nah, fuck you. I want the #1 spot.
Hell no. Like when I bought this chain, I walked in the studio, Future walked out, he just grabbed this shit. He just smiled, bro. Like
that's what I love about
you know
Atlanta.
What I'm saying? Like,
look at Thug, the lineage of artists Thug put on.
I really truly you know, like the other day when they denied their bond, like I really had a bad day. Like didn't sleep. Like that's really my friend, bro. Like that shit really.
Yeah, I think
shit really bothering me, bro. Like it's my dog.
Just to speak on it for a little bit, I feel like they made an example of them, and I feel like it's sad that they used them because they're really good people.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, you know, but you know,
Thug's a great guy. He's gonna beat the case.
You know, Thug didn't do nothing though.
Exactly, he didn't.
He didn't do anything. So they're trying to make an example of them.
Exactly.
You know?
Thug's gonna be home. Him and Southside are gonna make a crazy album.
It's not gonna happen. He's coming home.
Absolutely,
for sure.
Absolutely. But the reason I bring up Atlanta, so Future, his uncle Rico.
Yeah, Rico Wade.
Your pops Cap. Yeah. I think it's so cool that from the Dungeon family.
My daddy actually took me to Rico's house with Outkast where they made all the stuff at. On the east side.
Damn, the dungeon?
Yeah,
you went down into the dungeon?
Nah, it was actually like a little side thing that went upstairs. It's like a studio in an old house.
Oh, I thought it was in the, so they moved it. It used to be under the crib.
Nah, he had a house. Like, it was like a house, like a wood house.
Okay.
When you go in, you go up the stairs, it's a studio. It's like an old studio, old house. Rico them still had his house. Wow. Where everybody used to record at. Where they
Future too. That's where he did his first studio sessions. Yeah, so I think it's so dope that you guys are like, not to say that you guys owe anything to them, but you guys are like the lineage of Atlanta. Yeah,
me and Future talked about that too, because Future know who my dad is. Like, you know, it's just funny as fuck to us. We like, damn, this shit, and never in a million years would have thought I'd be your producer to make these hits. And you end up being the rapper that stayed never. Like, this shit is crazy.
Ain't that crazy, man? Yeah. And so I gotta say, shout out to your whole town, your city, and then you're continuing it. You're continuously giving back. You said you got 30, 40 producers that you are putting on.
Yeah, I love producers, bro.
Me too. I've always respected producers.
I love producers.
I picked it up at an early age. I'm like, every dope album that comes out has dope producers, right?
Got to.
But every trash album doesn't have dope. I was like, wait a minute. That's what I figured out.
You know who understands that?
Who?
Like Future. Future always say that he never really had a pop the artist off, but he always say like we're his artists. Me, Mike,
That's
Will,
true.
Metro. Like you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
cause we lit. We celebrities, the same shit.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like,
Damn, I never thought about that. Future really like.
we're his artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he pop off. That's what he do.
That's crazy, man. Well, man, I already know you got some heat.
Like look at ATL Jacob right now. That's my little brother. Like ATL Jacob that did his album. Like Jacob been
Yeah.
around since he was 15.
Jeez,
You know,
that's
so
what
it's
I
like-
love about Atlanta.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't speak on New York, but in the West Coast, that's so much more rare because there's just so much animosity out here between
Yeah, we
artists.
don't
competition.
have that, bro. We'll all be in the studio together. Literally, like, you know, like everybody in the dip, like, you know, like Future, Thug, and all them. Gunna might be in the back. Me and Metro might be in the room. Jacob might be on this side with Weezy. Like, that shit just, like, even Weezy. Like, Weezy, when I met Weezy, man, I met Weezy at a studio called Dark.
Darp?
Yeah, that was Dallas Austin studio.
Okay.
Feel me? So, but, I met Weezy there. Like, Weezy was just a good kid. Like, you know, his beats is hard. Like, oh, he love to smoke weed. Like,
That's
you know?
one common thread. You guys have all been in it since you were young.
Yeah.
I heard stories of you being in the studio, like you just, you know, since you were in your teens.
Yeah, not for sure. I always
Same
been
with
in the
everybody.
studio. Yeah.
Now, I got to ask you, has there been any times where like you and other producers are kind of like battling to get on an album and there's some animosity between like you and Weezy or you and Metro?
Nah, not with us. Like, nah,
That's
not
beautiful.
us. Not the
beautiful.
Atlanta crew. We don't do that.
Because I imagine there could be some times where like Metro's like, damn, he put the whole thing out with Southside. I had 5 joints with him, you know? or
Nah.
something
Like,
that.
see, the difference in Metro is most of 80% of the Future placements I got, Metro put those together.
Wow.
This is what people don't know about Metro. Metro is the illest producer of our time. I'm just gonna say that. Metro is the illest producer of our time.
Elaborate, why?
Because Metro has a gift of putting together albums and bringing everybody together. That's his gift.
Interesting.
You know, he got a real gift for that. Like, you know, we call ourselves the Yin Yang twins. Yin and Yang. Like, you know, like I'm hot head, wild.
Yeah.
Metro's more cool. I'm here. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But that's my boy, like my best friend.
Absolutely.
Like, he's one of the greatest producers of our time, bro.
Have
And I
y'all-
always tell him that. You know, I always tell him that. Metro been calling me since he was 13, 14. Hit me up on the internet. Like, you know.
Doughboy too. I know. Doughboy.
I met all them really around.
Doughboy told me he was tweeting at you, right? Trying to do album arts and shit.
All around the same
you.
time. You feel
Yeah.
me? So, you know,
It's
it's
a crazy
like,
thing, man.
yeah.
I fucking love Atlanta, bro. There's something
Love
about
it.
Atlanta when I get out the airport. What's that motherfucker called? I know it. Hartfeld or something?
oh, yeah.
Um,
I don't even know this. Hartsfield International.
right when I get out that bitch, someone goes, "Good morning, welcome to Atlanta."
Atlanta,
There's
yeah,
like
they
a
do.
southern
They do,
comfort.
yeah.
You get out the airport at LAX, they're like, "Your bags are over there. Hurry up."
TMZ running up on you and shit.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
It's something about Atlanta I love, man. And
Yeah.
I appreciate you as a fan first, just
Nah,
for
for sure.
all the music you've given.
Yeah.
But as a student of the game, I gotta applaud you just for giving back, bro.
Man, thank you, bro. I
Nonstop
appreciate it, bro.
Giving back.
I appreciate
So
it.
what's this next chapter of Southside?
I'm about to drop this album, man. I got this Polo G album coming.
Oh,
All my beats, you know, with me, TM, Too Dope. It's all 808 Mafia beats, the whole gang.
hell yeah.
You know, I just put the album together with him. He got a single dropping on the 3rd, Polo. I produced it. Called Distractions. It's a hit, #1.
If you touch it, dog, we already
It's
know.
crazy, bro. I love that song. Like, it's like the second song me and him ever did.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's crazy. But my album getting ready to come out. I got a new single with Future called Yellow Tape getting ready to come out. I'm just letting his stuff breathe because, you know, he's having like the best time ever right now.
Oh, okay.
You know, with his album, he's doing
God,
the best.
y'all are so real. You're even letting his album cycle breathe. Like you're pushing yours back to let his breathe.
We real brothers, bro. We sit around and talk about this shit. Like, you know, like
amazing.
when you want to drop. Okay, when you
Yeah.
gonna drop? All right, you want to drop, big bro? All right, cool. Everybody gonna chill.
I swear,
we pushing your campaign. Like, you know.
the West Coast music scene could learn a lot from Atlanta, and we have. I see now a lot of West Coast artists collaborating.
Yeah, not for sure.
Now, I gotta ask you, what's your current relationship with Lex?
Lex cool. Lex my boy.
Cool? Okay, because
Yeah,
I
Lex
thought that was really cool how he helped you get on Watch the Throne. That was
Yeah,
some real G shit.
Lex my boy, man. Lex always been a good kid, you know. What's up, bro? Lex always, he just been like, you know, Lex just was a little misguided, like just going through stuff. But that's my friend, bro. Like, you feel me? That was my
Yeah.
everyday little brother. I took him around to a lot of studios.
Do you ever wish he joined the Mafia?
Initially, it was supposed to be me and his company together.
Yeah.
Just say he was cool. He was gonna focus on himself. So I was like, all
Yeah.
right, but I'm not gonna stop pushing it.
Because I mean, like all love to Lex, because he was also architect of this shit.
He is
Loops,
bro, he is an architect.
Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
I remember after Lex came out and people found out that was all Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Fruity Loops sales must have gone through the roof. Look at people in Hollywood going over crazy for Southside.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm doing this interview right now, but I had to stop it and just tell you, bro. Bro, that shit so hard. The intro to the shit, bro. That shit brazy, Cap. I ain't gonna lie. That shit brazy, bro. That shit real, real brazy. Where y'all at? All right, but I'm gonna hit you when I finish this shit. I'll finish it like 6 o'clock later on, but I'm gonna call y'all. What time you leave? Yeah, my phone died.
Oh, damn. I'll put on charger. Yeah. I got a charger outside. Here, we'll just wrap this. I wanted to say, I really think life is kind of crazy, and I think that, Lex really did something dope for you with the whole Watch the Throne.
Yeah.
And that goes back to the Atlanta, brotherhood.
Yeah.
Because he could have easily been like, I'm not.
And the crazy thing,
anyone's
Lex wasn't even from Atlanta. Like, Walker brought Lex there and moved him in the house with us and shit. Like, he from Virginia, but we just, adapted like everybody else. He's little brother. Come on, bro.
Well, a lot of people adapt to Atlanta because if you're not from Cali or New York, you can't pop really until you get to Atlanta or somewhere,
Yeah, So, Lex my boy, though.
Yeah,
I love little brother.
Good,
That's
man.
my dog.
Southside, like I said earlier, our generation is fortunate to have you.
Not for sure.
I'm excited what this next chapter is.
Yeah.
We can't end this interview without saying shout out to Mo Shalizi.
Man, shout out my brother. That's my boy.
I remember when you said, sometime it was like 2014, 15, I remember reading an interview, you were like, I fuck with EDM and I want to kind of
That's when I met Mo.
fuck with them.
Yeah, I met Mo when he was just Borgo's assistant. He was only making $25,000 a year.
Wow.
So it's insane to me to see.
Yeah. So you saw Mo from the Borgore days.
Bro, to now. That's why it's like really my real, I've watched this different.
Damn.
I watched him hustle. I watched him.
And at the time you were popping, he wasn't, right?
I watched him go crazy. I watched him do the shit he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Mo is really my boy, bro. Like, it's my dog.
Yeah, shout out to Mo, man. Like I told you earlier, as an Afghan, I got nothing but love for Mo. He was the first Afghan in music to make Billboard 30 under 30. I wanted that shit my whole life. And when he got it, though, I felt like someone got it for everybody.
Yeah, he deserves it, bro.
He does.
Works.
Works, bro.
I tell him, like, me and Marshmallow tell him sometimes, like, we'll all be at dinner, and me and Marshmallow telling me, like, bro, go have fun. And he'd be like, I can't. Like, I gotta make sure you and Marshmallow good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, but.
Well, shout out to Mo. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to yourself, Southside.
Thank you, bro.
You're getting your flowers while you're here, which is amazing. Yeah. And you got so much more to do, which is so exciting,
sure.
bro.
Thank
And I know you're not gonna keep dope, but I want to manifest something. All right. Pharrell did most of this soundtrack, and he was the executive producer of this. Fire. So I can't wait to see Southside dabble in some movies.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing something right now. A movie shit, some fire shit, some new shit.
Some big shit?
Like the whole big shit, like the whole soundtrack. Whole shit, executive producing the whole thing.
Can I just figure out what kind of movie with Lane in movies?
Fast and Furious.
Oh no, bro! You're about to make Fast and Furious dope again?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We already manifested it. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Southside, thank you so much for coming through, man.
I appreciate y'all too, man.
The godfather of this trap shit.
Nah, for sure.
And let's hope that in the next 5-10 years, artists, we gotta impress my man. Get him back.
For sure.
Artists, y'all are the reason. I'll take blame too. We are the reason.
I ain't gonna lie though. I got some. It's like, I was like a year ago. I said that there's some new kids now. Like my little.
Like who?
Even I don't know if you ever heard of a kid named Ken Carson.
Nah.
He's signed to Playboy Cardi right now. He crazy.
Okay, Ken
But that's
Carson.
actually like my nephew. You feel me? Like TM88 got a nephew named Lil 88. He makes his beats.
I knew about that. Yeah. Wait, Carson's really your nephew?
Yeah, like both of them. Like, TM, it's been my brother since.
Oh shit.
TM been my brother since I was 14 years old. Like,
who else though? Who else are some young artists that you see?
I like Key Glock. Key Glock hard.
Mm-hmm.
Key Glock,
of course.
Key Glock established though. He going crazy.
Yeah, he's stupid hard.
Oh no, it's a couple of them. Like,
Well, it's on us.
I like the other PG. What his name? PG Evernook. The boy. What up, bitch? The shit Polo just did. Like, I like him. His shit hard.
Yeah. I think. Wait, have you and Nardo have got down, right?
Bro, Nardo, this is my little homie, bro. It's my little brother. Okay. Like Mooney, like he signed to Mooney and Dash. It's a dude named Dash. Dash has been my homie. Like, me and Dash were sleeping on couches together. We actually came to LA together with a dream.
Wow.
So now Dash is like a vice president of Sony, of the label that they signed to, and all this other shit.
Amazing.
That's my real friend. So Nardo been around us before he went crazy.
Okay. So I could see that. I could see you and Nardo putting a
that's my little
stupid
brother.
project together.
I love Nardo mama. Nardo mama always tell me she my daughter. She always tell me she's my grandmama. She's like, I'm her grandmama. You don't know it. So I love Nardo. Shout out Nardo Wick.
Man, shout out to you, bro. Nothing but positive vibes. You didn't call out anybody. I name drop people who have done you dirty, and you called nobody out. You're an amazing human being.
Yeah, because when people, a lot of these kids start beef for clicks. Like, my dad ain't raising me like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like and when I speak on my dad, like my sister's dad raised me, a dude named Bones, since I was 2 months old.
Bones?
Yeah,
Shout out to Bones.
Named Trey. Like my dad you was talking about, he didn't even raise me. Like,
yeah.
So I call someone else actually dad. I don't even call my real dad.
Yeah.
Like, so. But he didn't teach me to be like that. He always taught me, like, if you say something to me or something, we going at it. I'm not doing this shit with no clicks. So
yeah,
I just learned that people not willing to take this shit as far as we willing to take it. So I just let it go, bro.
I fuck with that, man. Southside, you are a true gem for this industry, for this generation, for this culture.
For sure.
And like I said earlier, man, this is gonna be watching you. I can't wait to see what the fucking next chapter, this Barry Gordy chapter of Southside.
Not for
that
sure.
real boss shit. That like. You're going to be making moves that we don't even know it's you. Because you're going to let everyone else get the shine. I already know you.
For sure. I mean? That's what I'm on, though. I've always been like that, though.
I love it, bro. Southside, thank you so much. Bro. Everybody, Dash Radio, Southside. I normally have to be like, yo, you're going to hear, y'all have heard this dude's records on Dash. They're still playing on Dash.
Yes, sir.
They will continue playing on Dash.
Yeah.
Southside, my man. Until next time.
Next time.